Hello, everyone. This is Shalvan, and this is the UN podcast. I am your host. I am joined by the lovely Ricky and our glorious sidekick Elton, or I guess
The
Ricky could
new
be the
adventure.
sidekick, huh?
It's the new adventure.
Not
the
the new
noob,
the new Avenger.
noob adventure.
Yeah, what is his powers or what? What's your powers?
He avenges the
Superpowers.
noobs.
There you go. Uh,
All right. Hey, after I went to make you new avatar pictures and you haven't changed yet. What's up with that, man?
I tell you, I just got home and I've been away from the computer.
What the hell, man?
So that's
Party animal.
the
That's
AI
what
one
you
you
are.
made?
Party animal.
Hmm?
That the one the AI, the one that you made?
Yeah, the one that the AI thinks he's the perfect teacher.
The one that looks like Iron Man, huh?
No, the one that looks just like him, which is crazy, man. I'm
The
still tripping over that.
resemblance is uncanny.
Dude, it like I no kind of prompts, but like an anime version of a male teacher. and with a goatee and a mustache and a thin mustache, and Elton pops up.
Yeah, I know. That looks like Robert Downey Jr. when he was young.
Hey, well, I guess you look like Robert Downey Jr. when he was young, when he was a young Asian man.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Okay.
Uh,
So everybody's fine. You had a nice day, all that fun stuff.
I'd say, yeah,
Nice day, good day. Everything's good.
decent
Oh,
day.
I forgot to clap us in. Hold on. Yeah,
There you
okay.
go.
All right.
Something was missing.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is some entertainment news. Okay, we got some bad news this particular week. The creator of Dragon Ball, he passed. He had and this is one of those things where you should do the stuff that you want to do because you never know when you're gonna go. Because he was relatively, like, I guess, healthy. He was for a 68-year-old, and he had a blood clot in it hit his brain.
That sucks. Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard about that.
yeah, and I guess he was working on a bunch of stuff, and so now it's a little up in the air about what's gonna happen with him, like with the stuff that he was doing. Mr. Akira Toriyama.
He was
There,
Japanese,
yeah.
right? He was Japanese.
Yes.
Oh.
All right. He this channel called Nerdrotic made a actual tribute to him, even though like Gary is not the biggest anime fan, but he did do it, like do a tribute. So we're gonna look at that. Okay. All right. Can you see it? Make sure
Yeah.
I got volume and all that.
Yeah.
All right. For those of you who are not familiar, that is Goku. The TV show started with Goku was a child, and he's 40 now, I think. Well, I was looking at Friday Night Tights and I saw this, so I was like, this anime. How familiar are you with this, Ricky? With Dragon Ball?
I know about it, but I never really, watched it.
Well, it's one of those things where this is like old school anime. It has just influenced a lot of things.
Ah!
Yeah, I used to see it like in Facebook, but I didn't really watch it.
All right, you're a little low. Did I say that again?
I seen it. They had a lot of t-shirts. People on the t-shirts.
So Super Saiyan, Frieza. this guy touched like a lot of people.
Oh
And,
yeah.
oh yeah, like one of those things where it shows you how people are really like can fall in love with characters, and it does not have to look like them.
Who's the guy singing?
Oh, that is Dan Vask. He's a guy from Brazil. He does like he does covers on stuff. He has like a huge channel, almost about to hit 1 million. Oh, yeah, he's like old school metal guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's him right there.
It's cool. I haven't seen this yet.
Mm-hmm.
What language is he singing? Is that English or what? Is that English the way he's singing?
No, it's Japanese.
Japanese?
Yeah, but they. What's funny is the Japanese voice for Goku is a woman, and has been for a while now. Like a long, like it's been around for a while, and like there's an English dub of him, and
Thanks. For what? I should be thanking you.
this is
Kakarot.
Vegeta.
Nah, what do you mean? I loved every minute.
Is there a video game for
Goodbye,
this?
my friend.
Is there a video game for this?
Yeah, actually, and what's cool
Budokai.
Hmm?
Budokai.
well,
there is,
yeah,
huh? Oh, okay.
no, there's that, and all right,
There's
let
a
me see if I
bunch.
can find. Let me see, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, because they did actually something pretty cool inside the game Xenoverse 2. See if I can find it. The video of okay. So
When my patients experience very
Right there.
dry skin,
hey,
An
Skin,
advertisement.
what's up?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
All
a
right, see, let me get to the what they did. Okay.
potential
So-
unleashed. And God for that, where is it?
We don't need to hear. Yeah, but this is what they did. They all because this is the Spirit Bomb pose. So they went into the MMO, or not was it's kind
Oh.
of an MMO, and they did the pose thing on it. So it's like that was pretty cool.
I think
Like
there
they
was
did the same-
another time. Yeah, you go ahead, Siobhan.
Oh well, in the one of the guys who does the voice in what's the name of that? By Bungie. It's a cannot remember the name of the damn game, but they put up a hologram statue of him, and then everyone came around and paid homage to it.
Oh,
Like Lance, the dude he played the concierge in John Wick.
oh, okay, okay, uh-huh.
All right, so that guy when he died, yeah, they did that in in a game because he was one of the voices in that game,
Right,
And-
yeah.
and he used to play it on a regular basis. So it's like you'd be
Okay.
playing, so yeah, it'd be cutscenes of his voice, and then you would hear his voice over like when you're playing like on a mission or something like that.
I think that's a pretty sweet tribute of a way to honor someone, like in a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the controversy that happened because of this. Now you would think when a guy dies, you would not say anything about this, and you would also think that if your company is going through a shitstorm, you would shut up and not actually say anything. But
Here we go.
right, so the same dude who went after that Brazilian guy who put the list up of all the Speed Baby Inc. games, he decided to post that how what the hell? My dog's barking for some stupid reason. That how Dragon Ball was racist and like
Oh my gosh.
yeah. Dragon Ball. Go ahead.
How can it be racist?
It
Because of
is,
Mr. Popo and
and some other characters. It's all right. Remember how we always have these conversations about how people in America think the rest of the world is like America?
Yeah.
At that. So they see something, how it's something is drawn in a stereotypical manner, and completely ignore the fact that he draws everybody in a stereotypical manner, and they put their thought process onto him, thinking he's doing this on purpose. All right. So, and I'm gonna show you this guy's like this was on Osmongold clips, right? So this is actually pretty funny too. So let me share my screen. All right. Okay, here we go. Make sure the volume's up.
Respect. Oh god, here we go.
All
Tell
right.
me while I'm scrolling through Twitter, right? And I see this tweet come across my timeline that says, "Y'all are saying less than power."
That's
for a
Mr.
man who
Popo.
literally designed this racist
Oh my
ass.
God, just for that.
Now we
Mhm.
all watch Dragon Ball Z, so we've seen Mr. Popo before, but I can understand why this person got mad because this nigga looks like it. Look at this nigga. I can't believe this
Who's
nigga
that?
chose to disrespect.
I guess
Akira
that's
Toriyama on
that's the guy
day
who was talking
of his
fast.
death. Well, since you want to send Akira Toriyama off with that, let's see
I
if
love
we
it.
can send you off with this. Nigga, if you don't get your big ass Bridget controls raid, show the guru, Majin Buu.
Is that because just one person do that?
Black
I love the
That's the
Twitch
dude who-
chat.
Yeah.
Big Mom, Gloria from Madagascar.
Oh
TV,
my
the
God.
Movie, bro, sister, look at this fat ass nigga. That nigga from 8 Mile, built ass. The fuck up out of here.
Someone said Fat Albert.
Is that a real person or what?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a real
dude.
person.
Right.
What is he? A streamer? TikTok?
Yeah, so it's but that's not the guy from Sweet Baby Inc., right? So the thing about Mr. Popo is he's a jinn, like a genie, right?
Yeah.
And he's based off of a Hindu god who has black skin and looks like so once you see that, you go, oh, okay, that's why he looks like that. He's he lives in the sky, and he trained some of the Z fighters, like the Dragon Ball Z fighters, right? So this is one of these things where this person has no idea about anything about this, just sees a bunch of people
Yeah.
is giving this dude love, so he decides to chime in on something he knows nothing about and throws whatever screwed up crap is going in his head on the other people.
I don't. What's the point of listening to one person's opinion? So
Especially if they're wrong.
yeah,
Guys, and I think someone has
to that person.
well, it's like people get kind of upset about okay, and so this is the tweet of this guy. All right. And share it is. So this is what he tweeted. All right.
Chris Kindred. That's
Yeah.
his name?
That's the
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
from Sweet Baby Inc.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So it is. So this is what somebody wrote. This is disgusting. The black characters in Dragon Ball Z act like every other character in the series. Even if this was a jab at Mr. Popo, the character was a Jin, not a black man. Screw off. Yeah, that's one of the things I don't understand why people do that. It's like some famous guy dies, and when everybody's giving him love for whatever reason, somebody always swoops in with some hot take about how he was actually like y'all are wrong. And he was an
Yeah.
But
I
also
don't
a lot
really-
of people just do it for to get attention. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like I don't understand why. Like
Just attention freaks. That's it.
That guy wants the attention, so
Yeah.
he got our attention.
Well, not us. Shawon. Shawon's talking about it. Okay?
nah, it's like I don't know. It's like I don't understand. Like, if you want to truly understand why people are feeling like they're feeling about when someone dies, you should first look into it before you give your hot take. and then that would tell you, like, then you would know that, dude, this is the most diverse community of people who love these characters that you will ever see. Pretty much anything.
Yeah, but
And
people just selfishness, you know. They're
yeah,
sadistic, just want attention, especially social media. So
yeah.
Did you know that it was a national day of mourning in Mexico and in other Latin American countries when
Oh
this
yeah,
man died?
yeah. I saw that. I don't know
in
if I pulled
Mexico,
it up,
Not
dude.
really, but
No.
he had a
All
huge
right.
impact in Mexico.
All right. Let me see if I can find it. Find it. Mexico. Yeah, we can find footage.
There's a pretty dope photo I saw. It's like Jesus and holding like Goku with the Mexican flag in the back.
What?
Yeah,
Uh,
he was huge. Like Dragon Ball was huge in Mexico and well, the whole world really. But
No, I'm pretty
all
sure.
right.
You know? Even though I never watched it, but
Well, there's nothing current. I can't find anything, but there is. All right. I don't know if this counts. I think I'm gonna have to get the next level of YouTube, so I don't get these stupid commercials every time I try to look at something.
I sent you the photo, Shalvan.
Oh, okay. You know, you can. I think you should be able to post it. I think you should be able to post it. But let me look in.
where in Mexico? Where was it at?
Oh no, I'm saying like the impact that it had was like in the whole country.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to find.
Actually, my first like foray into learning Spanish was through watching Dragon Ball Z.
Why they were speaking Spanish or what?
I didn't have like cable channels and stuff growing up,
Uh-huh.
so I watched it in Spanish.
Oh,
So this
okay.
is a parade.
It was like Dragon Ball Zeta, as they called it.
Oh, so it's popular out there, huh?
Yeah. Yo, they
Super,
actually
yeah.
had a
Maybe
yeah,
they
they
show
had
it in Mexico on television over there. Maybe they showed that in Spanish.
Yeah, this thing is like super world, like super popular.
Yeah, gosh, thing in the Philippines too.
Yeah, and so it's like you go after this, you're going after a lot of different types of people. So
Not that
I
that
think
guy
you should
cares.
So
No,
basically,
well, yeah.
what is the thing? They do comics, or what is their main? Just as a television cartoon show?
No, it is well, it's an anime that's been around since like 30 years or something like that. Like
So
some
basically,
ridiculous.
it's like the kind of like the Simpsons and
Right.
like
So
animation, but over in Japanese.
yeah.
It
So
became like its own media franchise, you know.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Besides the TV show and movies, it really branched into like everything, you know. You could find, you know, stationery with stuff on it and, you know, decorations and piñatas, balloons, things like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then there's a few memes with it too. The like over
Dude, they
9,000 meme and
Mhm.
Yeah, because what I used to see them is with little kids had the T-shirts.
oh yeah.
That's where I used to see most.
Yeah,
That.
t-shirts, apparel, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an actual like debate whether or not Goku or which between Goku and Vegeta is the better husband and father. I am stone serious. That is a hot that is a hot debate between I think it's beyond the LeBron James Michael Jordan level of debates.
Oh, who's the gold stuff like that?
No, it is all right. Okay, so the way the characters work is like Saiyans are all about fighting like constantly. And so when they get hurt, what happens is if they can survive it, they get stronger.
Yeah.
So in order to improve their race, they tend to go conquer a lot of stuff. So and they like fighting. So Goku they like fighting. Whereas Goku, who is been the hero of the entire series, and the creator loves Goku, but people have got this huge like Vegeta has a huge following of people who love him, but he started out as one of the villains.
Yeah, right.
Right. So now he is basically a family man and is married.
So
Like he's
basically retire.
no, he's not retired. He still fights. He's just not as obsessed about it as he used to be, and not as crazy as Goku is. So that's what the debate is because Goku would leave his family and his kids to go fight something, and Vegeta actually won't do that. So
Like every time you say it, sounds like I'm thinking of Grogu from Star Wars, The Mandalorian. The way you say
okay. Yeah, could be. So so like that. Yeah, it's a crazy debate. So we'll give you a little bit of insight of the world of Dragon Ball Z and how you are foolish to try to claim that this is racist.
So what's the future for it? The who's like
He has I think he was working on a lot of stuff. There's a thing where it's like okay. This I don't know. I don't know what to make of this particular one though. So, all right. So this is like the history of it, but we're gonna get to. All right. So this is what it looks like now, right? So I'm not sure what to make of this. Oh, it's been around. It's 40 years. All right. They made everybody children. So I don't.
Oh,
Yeah. So this is the next version of what's coming out.
oh, I didn't know
Alright,
he
so-
was working on something.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not too sure like what that's about.
why don't they make like a movie like a Mario Brothers? You think they'll be big over here?
Dude,
I think they have.
yeah, they have. They did a
Live
live action
action.
one
They did.
where, bro, hold on, the guy who played Goku in the live action, in his condolences to Mr. Can't
Toriyama.
remember. Yeah, there you go. He said, "I'm sorry that we messed up the live action version of
Oh
this."
wow! See,
Yeah.
that guy showed more respect than
Dude,
the
this
Chris
is
Goodwin
huge.
guy. Yeah.
Right. So it's huge. And it's like that is I have never seen anybody do the Streisand effect better than this company has. It's the most amazing thing that I've ever seen.
When did they
Streisand
make the movie?
effect.
Yeah. Streisand effect is when you inadvertently bring major attention to the thing that you're trying to squash by bringing attention to it.
Oh,
Right.
so
So
in
if
this
they
case, uh-huh.
go ahead. No.
So in this case, it's what?
This all started because a guy from Brazil heard about like everything that they was involved with, which he pulled the information from their website, and then he just put it and said, "All right, here's a list of all the games that like because I didn't like the Justice League game, like the Suicide Squad Justice League game. So here's all the stuff that these people worked on." So it was
Oh.
at 9,000 followers. So if they would have been quiet about it, it would have went away in about a week. Nobody would have talked about it. But because they went ape shit, people started looking into them like normies who didn't know anything about this shit. So it went from 9,000. I think the last time I saw it was like 270 something thousand or
Oh.
something. It's like some crazy number. It did now you done pissed off the Dragon Ball Z community, which is freaking international, claiming that this cartoon is racist.
Dragon Ball.
Like, wow.
That's
Just shut up. All you gotta do is shut up. And they can't do it. So
I see. It's
yeah.
It's an
So that's the strikes in effect.
unintended consequence of attempts to hide, remove, or censor information where the effort instead backfires. Oh, by increasing public awareness of the information. Okay.
Yes. Like, so in the future, they should put a picture of these people next to that definition. It's like what the hell, dude? All right. So
Shameless plug on my YouTube channel. I do have a video that's related to Dragon Ball Z.
there you go.
It's from 15 years ago. So that's what year is that?
Bro, hey, plug away, bro.
2008 YouTube video quality.
Bro, what I keep telling you, man, you can do this. Just start it up. Just put out a video. Well, little something here and there.
Yeah, just name it Dragon Balls.
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
it's called The Balls Are What 9000. I try to make a meme video, but
Everything has to be named under balls, huh?
yeah.
Yes. Dude, it's very important balls. It's like little balls, and then they got giant, huge planet-sized Dragon Balls. So it's a little bit of everything. But that's enough for that. So what we're gonna do next is
Yeah, so we start talking about balls, right?
yeah, we're gonna start talking about balls.
Yeah.
That was YouTube in the late 2000s. It was
Okay.
balls and memes and YouTube poops.
Yeah.
Back in the wild west of YouTube. All right. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take a look at the Fallout, the Fallout trailer of the TV show that's coming up. So we're gonna get into that. All right. All right. Have either of you played Fallout before?
I
Nope.
have.
Okay. All right, Ricky. Fallout is basically a kind of a post-apocalyptic game that is a little tongue-in-cheek and a little not. But the thing that is it's known for is you can wander the wasteland and there's little stories and stuff that you can get into. So there's a main story, but you can get to it when you feel like getting to it, kind of thing. So like if you just walk north or whatever, you'll come across like some outpost where they got like one dude there and you can have a conversation with him and he can send you off on a mission to like on the other side of this little area.
Like an apocalypse, like one of those games.
Yeah, basically what happened is in the 50s, they had a nuclear war, and so they had like a bunch of bomb shelters, right?
I remember like the HBO series, what was it called? The last one?
Something like that.
Oh.
Where you play a person who's grew up in one of these things. All right. So the one that you grew up in kind of fulfilled its purpose, where they had like everybody's a little crazy because they've been stuck on the ground for like hundreds of years or some shit like that. But they had some of these things where it broke down and people got like left, and it's like it's kind of crazy. So the world is full of the fallout, and hence the name Fallout of what happens.
Is it, a game or a movie?
Well, this is a TV show. So this is going to be a TV show that comes on Prime.
On Prime?
All right. Yeah. So we're going to look at the trailer.
Hello there.
Can you hear
I'm
it?
here to show you
Yeah.
a wonderful place. A veritable Camelot, the nuclear age. Not made by God Almighty, but the working man.
You can be a hero by purchasing a residence in a Vault-Tec vault today. Because if the worst should happen tomorrow, the world is going to need you to build a better day after.
What is Santa Monica?
Shady is it takes place in America, but not well, kind of yes and kind of no. So yeah, that'd be the West Coast. So there's Las Vegas and there's Pittsburgh and all that stuff, and they have other little towns.
Tell me what's happened in the last 200 years.
Holy shit. You're an actual vault dweller.
I
That
am.
lady looks like from the Chainsaw Massacre actress.
I thought all you dipshits were dead.
What you're doing is insane.
I don't set the world.
It isn't like the vault out there. It's big.
I just want to start.
I've had a rough week. Practically every person I've met up here has tried to kill me.
I'm simply going to harvest your organs.
You need to go home. You come from a world of rules, of laws. You should not be alone.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
To hurt the people who hurt me?
People are going to come after you.
Ain't much stage cleanup here, Volty. Well, now that is a very small drop in a very, very large bucket of drugs. You look out at this wasteland, looks like chaos, but there's always somebody behind the wheel.
What is happening here?
Everyone wants to save the world. They just agree on how.
Nice quote.
There you are, you little killer.
Wow.
So I think after we finish watching the Bad Batch, that should be hopefully that doesn't suck. It looked like it should be interesting.
I only played Fallout 3 and a little bit of New Vegas, but that looks pretty good. Like that got me excited.
Yeah, the world that exists, so you can do all the girl boss stuff and all the and all this stuff.
It looks like they're making all the movie Apocalypse and all stuff like that, huh? Now, bunkers and all
That's
the
what
movies.
it's based off of.
Basically, what they're doing
Like-
now.
Like the video
Yeah,
The
games
world's
are-
ending, or the world. The
well,
nuclear-
yeah. I
everybody-
mean, we don't want to branch off into politics, but they
No,
got
I'm
a lot
talking
of
about the movie.
no. But it's like, but there's a lot of billionaires who are building,
Yeah, I heard about some stuff like that.
who are building bunkers and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it's rather convenient that all these movies about the post-apocalypse type stuff is coming out like right now.
Yeah. I was just like, every movie I'm watching is just apocalypse stuff and people making bunkers, surviving, even the games are like you're playing under the bunker fighting zombies.
Post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Dude, it's pretty big on like you can find a whole bunch of this crap on YouTube right now of people using all kind of things to make bunkers. They got companies that will build you this giant thing that's basically your house underneath under the ground of your other house.
Well, you know, the best one that made the best bunker was the Nazis.
Oh, probably, I guess.
You never seen the bunkers they made over there in Europe?
Mm-mm.
You have to go look at the bunker that they made all over Europe. I mean, the strongest bunker you can imagine.
I heard about that. Like on
Yeah, you have to look at it. I
National
think there's a
Geographic.
series called the Cities on the Underworld.
Oh,
It goes under
yeah.
those bunkers, and then the Nazis in Germany, Hungary, stuff like that. It's incredible. It's big, miles of bunkers.
Well, the thing about this game in particular is it's like you can build the best bunker in the world, but at some point you're gonna have to come out of the bunker, and
course.
you get to live in the Fallout 3 world where everything kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I would say like the visuals look good and their costume set design.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of these things where you just kind of hope it doesn't suck. I think
Yeah,
that's
that's the thing.
basically no, that's basically where we're at right now. It's just you see something and I hope it doesn't suck.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I'm pretty sure Prime's gonna try to make something because they're gonna want people to, be watching Prime Video and stuff like that.
you would think, but Netflix had a huge hit with One Piece, and then the last Avatar comes out, and it is like
Not good.
ooh, yeah.
Well, Netflix is more into narco
Yeah.
stories, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that the Rings of Power is good?
Hey, this all right. So
You're talking about the Lord of the Rings?
yeah.
That was on Prime.
All right, so that like you saying that has had me having huge issues about watching the Bad Batch because you like Rings of Power. So I was like, like I don't know. He really liked the Rings of Power. So
That's all right. That's okay.
all right. So we're gonna get all right. So now that we finished discussing Fallout 3, I have to give it to you. I actually watched 3 episodes. I almost watched 4 of the Bad Batch. All right. It was pretty good. And the one thing that I thought about was I wish the rest of Star Wars was like this.
That's what I told you. But didn't I tell you they should have made Ahsoka like this type of series, not
Right.
that fake ass Jedi fighting can barely move the lady. What's her actress? What's the damn actress? I first forget her actress.
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't even move, and she's like so slow. Like, dude, she's a fucking Jedi.
Yeah. All right. So since we're gonna get into the Bad Batch, and this is our third topic of the night, the thing that I like the most, like, I'm gonna give overall the first 2 episodes before we get into it. The thing that I like about this is that the people who did this understand the fundamentals of storytelling and how to leave little things that you find like later, right? And not from what I've seen, I don't know how the rest of the seasons are, but the first 2 episodes, what I did notice is they set up and pay off stuff. So it's like nothing magical happens. The little girl is just a little girl. She acts like a little girl. She is not like
Well, she's a clone.
Yeah, even though she's a clone, but she still acts like a little girl.
Yeah.
And that's something that we have not been getting a lot of in the recent memory when it comes to stories where you get a 110-pound woman who is kicking the shit out of a 6'3", 250-pound man.
When was this series released? I haven't watched it yet, but
How long ago did the first episode, Rick?
This is 3 years ago. First, every year it was a new season.
Okay.
This is their final season. I'm like, why the final season?
All right. I am interested in checking out the first 2 seasons. My only hesitation is if I would have talked to you about Star Trek, like Picard, and I told you, if I would have told you to watch the 3rd season of Picard, the 3rd season of Picard is really good. Well, it's good. I don't really, but it depends on how you feel about it, but it's pretty good. But if you were to go back and watch the first 2 seasons, those are shit.
Remember the Star Trek used to come out on regular TV?
Yeah.
What was it? On Channel 13, huh? In LA?
The original Star Trek?
I forgot. Channel 13. I forgot the name of the channel.
Yeah, that's the reason why you wind up getting an actual movie is because it went into syndication and people and children started watching it like later, like in the 80s and 70s and all
the
that.
movie looked pretty good. The one that came out, I thought it was pretty good. I watched a little bit, but I never got to finish it.
Are you talking about the first one? The first one with the old
the
cast?
When they made a Star Trek.
All right, so you're talking about like New Trek, not New Trek, but the Kelvin Timeline Trek. That's the That's the newer ones.
Oh, okay.
What I'm referring to is the one that came out in the 70s.
Oh, fuck. I was not even born.
Yeah, I'm a little older than you. All right.
You're going back fucking 15 years, man.
Well, dude, I ain't going that fucking far. All right. But it came out in like the end of the 70s, going into the 80s kind of thing. So it is the first Star Trek movie is different from the rest of them. Yeah, the first one is like the like 70s sci-fi kind of thing, where it's kind of like you look at it like, oh, okay, this is different, but it's like all the movies that came out at the time. All right. But we're kind of getting off of the Bad Batch, talking about Star Trek.
Yeah. Let's go back. Let's go to the Bad Batch.
Okay, so how much of this do you spoilers do you want to hear, Eldon?
You can go for it. I mean, I was planning to watch it soon.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Come on, man. Star
Yeah.
Wars.
I was not at home like the last couple days.
Yeah, he's out getting his freak on.
There you go.
All right. Well, the first episode basically is, I thought they got captured at the end of the second season, right? That's the gist of the little.
Well, the girl got captured the last episode, second season.
All right. So what happened? So how did the other guy, the one with the crosshair, cross face or whatever his name is?
He was a Bad Batch, but then in season 1, he went back to the Empire because they thought he was like a loyal soldier, stuff like that. So
Okay.
then in the second season, he killed an Imperial officer.
Mm-hmm.
So they send him to the planet where they have the what they call the mountain? I forgot the name of the mountain. They have what they're doing
the experiments,
the secret cloning.
Oh, you talking about the planet?
Yeah, Tennis.
Off the top of my head, I can't tell you.
Well, anyway, that's why he was jailed with and then him and Omega escaped, and then he reunited with the Bad Batch. He was he was a loyal soldier, but then he found out how the clones were treated.
Mm-hmm.
An Imperial officer, but he killed one of the Imperial officers.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, this takes place after she got captured, and what's cool about it is they do show the passage of time, and they do it visually. It's like this because modern storytelling is they just tell you. In this one, her hair grows. Seriously, yeah, as simple as that. Is her hair grows, and she is marking off the days on her wall. So everything else is more monotonous. They come get her. She does a little task or whatever. But when she goes back to her room, every time they show her going back to her room, she has more X's on there. And she's always looking out the window, and she builds her own doll. And this is why I said she acts like a little girl, is because she builds her own little doll, and eventually they take it from her because she's not supposed to have any possessions.
Yeah, that'd been funny to try and make her a Jedi. Huh? That'd be hilarious.
They're doing something. So it is they're doing experiments on the clones, and one of the ladies from Genosha, I think that's what it is the one who was her benefactor, I guess, or something like that on the planet, and now she's helping them with this secret thing where they do all these weird experiments. Which you find out
people that the clones they become rogue, or they're housed there, they're in jail, and they do experiments and brainwash them back again.
Yeah. So you find out they give you an idea of some of the experiments that they're doing in the second episode.
Yeah.
All right. So this one is just setting up the situation that she finds herself in, and she's having conversation with the clone who she sees all the clones as her brothers. Because they're all clones, so that she sees them as her family, especially the Bad Batch. That's her family.
Yeah. Well, the Bad Batch, you have to remember, they're a special clone force, like a special forces that they came out a little bit different compared to the other clones.
Yeah. So it is her going through. So I actually, and from the first look through, because I watched it twice, I actually enjoyed the second episode more than the first one because the second episode had a little bit more action in it. But from looking at the third episode and going back and watching the first episode, I see all the little story elements that they dropped through the first episode that make me enjoy it more. From her taming the animal, which pays itself off in the third episode, and how she over time gives the clone guy hope. Because at first he was like, "You need to escape. Don't worry about me." That whole bit.
Yeah, Crosshair.
Right. So she actually gives him hope by just being a good individual. She's a little innocent little girl, and that actually gives him hope. And when she manages to when the I don't know what the name of that is, it's not a dog, it's like a like a mix between like a lizard dog thing.
A
So-
hound. I think call him a hound or something.
Right. So when she domesticates it again by them showing over time, so nothing, it like they give you an indication that this is taking place over time. So all the stuff that she does, it's like, okay, so she domesticated it. It gets hurt. She helps it to heal, and even though it's healed, they're still gonna kill it anyway because she domesticated it. Basically, she made it so that it, in their minds, cannot survive all the wild creatures in the wild.
Yeah, because there were all those creatures out there. They're like experiment that they were doing, and they're out of control. So that's why.
Right. So to keep them from killing it, she basically she fights the robot. Right. But she doesn't do it like how they do it normally, where she just flips and kicks it and somehow like, no, she drops something on it and then shocks it with the baton that it was going to use on her.
So basically, you're saying it was good, right? The Bad Batch.
Right. So I watched 3 episodes.
I told you.
I almost watched 4, but it was getting kind of late and I had to go to work today. So yeah, I probably I watched the second one and then like next week. All right, hold on.
No, it's you have to watch the fourth one. There's still the fourth one.
No, I'm gonna watch like so for next week we're gonna talk about the 3rd and the 4th episode, and then like the week after that I'll be we'll be caught up to where they're at. I mean, instead of sitting there and trying to talk for about, it was bad enough that me and Elton couldn't talk about a TV show that was 40 minutes long, and it took us 2 hours to talk about it because it was so bad.
What's that? Ahsoka?
Ahsoka. What else did we talk about?
Don't you mean the greatest show of all time?
That shit was bad, man. Not even though I
Dude,
like
it was-
Star Wars, that shit was bad. Fuck.
Bro,
It was
so
almost
bad.
like homework watching that thing. It was a struggle.
Dude, it was because it was shit. Every 5 minutes that we can go this and talk about that, and it's like, all right, okay, so why would you go to another universe? And then when you see the dude who you broke all the crap to do this with, you see him and you go, "What's up?"
Yeah,
Like,
you never see him
like-
for years or whatever, right?
right? You ain't seen this dude in 10 years, and you hit him with the "What's up?"
Hey, how you doing?
And don't even get started. Don't get me started on the fact that he lives 5 minutes from the secret base of
Oh
the.
yeah. I remember.
And Thrawn with the pot belly and all
Oh,
these
yeah.
unfinished
And then made,
storylines.
then he was wrong, but he looked fat.
Yeah, and he kept failing. So this is supposed to be the guy that you stranded in another universe because he's so dangerous that we gotta. But he keeps losing. He keeps losing to this out of shape Jedi and her maybe not Padawan. The ships can't hit this damn ship.
I think we need to rewatch it.
Bro, all right. So when they first go to when they find the other ship, the one before they go to the other thing, it spots them coming out of hyperdrive, like hyper whatever, on the other side of the friggin' solar system, and can send ships to go attack them, but he can't find them in a friggin' asteroid belt, like right underneath. I'm like, what the? I was like, oh my god, like what am I watching?
Wasn't it like in
Back
one
to
of
the
the?
Bad Batch. We're going off topic.
Yeah, okay, all right,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Back to the actually good Star Wars show.
I like that show, but fuck, that's so bad.
All right, okay. So I digress, right? So she lets the animal go. The guy goes, it won't survive, and they show you that it actually did by showing you the creature yelling and screaming, like later in the episode. So it was like, okay, show it to me, pay it off. Show me something, pay it off. I'm like, okay. And I didn't really notice all of that until I watched the third episode.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. So now, second episodes, we have two of the members of the Bad Batch trying to get information to find Omega.
Yeah, Hunter and Wrecker.
Right. So then the one that looks like Rambo. He looks like Rambo, dude. I was like, what the hell? Is he an homage to?
That's the leader of them.
Huh?
That's the leader.
Yeah. So the leader is Rambo. He got the bandana and everything.
I was about to ask, like, does he have the bandana?
Leader be the general and stuff.
Right. So he got the bandana and the mullet.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And he has the Rambo knife too. He pops out with the Rambo knife.
Right, dude. It is Rambo. I'm like, dude, they got Rambo and like, all right. It's like I got you
sold.
there. Yeah. So this one is when they and this is how you find out about the crazy experiments that they're doing, because where they get some information to go of Omega's whereabouts, and they go to this particular planet and they find 3 more child clones who were left there because they escaped, and like I think everybody else was either left with the people that they're looking for, and anybody who was left was killed. Right? Like the clones were killed, and the experiments were like let loose or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a jungle full of creepy shit. Dude, that's the best way I can describe this. Is a Sarlacc on steroids. Just huge, like, so they go into this ship to go get some information on where they left. Like once they find out that they left, they go on some more information to find out where they went. So they got to fight off this creepy vine. That's what the clone kids call it, creepy vines. So one of them goes with them, and they're going through the little thing, and they start to get the information. It is a classic sci-fi or actually action movie trope where they need to get some information. It takes a while for them to download the information, so therefore they have to fight off insert bad guy. It's either he could be either assassins or pirates or like whatever, right? In this case, it is a giant something or other. You don't know what it is at first, but it has multiple tentacles that are attacking them from every direction. So our Rambo and his large friend
Wrecker
is fighting off while the kid clone is pulling information. Meanwhile, the other 2 kids, because they've been stuck on this planet for God knows how long, they're contemplating taking their ship. And like they're having it's one of those things where you can kind of understand how they feel, because they think that the other ones are going to be dead, because like nobody survives going over there. And it's like, but they still have a kind of a crisis, because like while they were impressed by these Wrecker and Rambo, I know that's not his name, but
looking, you could call him Kamina or Hunter, but
Hunter. All right, so Wrecker and Hunter, doing all of this to save this person, to save their to save Omega, and they wish that the other clones did that for them. So they kind of have a crisis. So as they sneak on their ship, one of them notices one of Omega's dolls, which is cool. What's cool about that is this doll is the original, and like she actually made this doll again on the first episode out of wires that she found. So I'm like, all right, okay, that's a nice little, again, payoff. This is how you tell a good story. It's little stuff like that. It's like, okay, so she misses them and the life that she had, and it's making this doll reminded her of that. Right? You would think so? Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay. I like as I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, I wish the rest of the Star Wars crap was like this. An actual good story.
Wow, we haven't had that in a while.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, okay. So we got something going on here. So by seeing that, one of the kids, they have a change of heart, because at the exact same time, their clone brother is calling for help. So they kind of like look at each other, and then it cuts to them fighting again. So they get their information, they sneak out. Was that their droid? The box droid? Is that their droid, or that was just something that they found there?
No, that's the Bad Batch droid.
Okay. It's interesting that that they chose that particular droid as their. Is there reasoning behind that?
No, they just got off. I forgot from season 1 or season 2. They just had them in the ship. It was always in the ship.
Well, I mean, like the thing about like the Star Wars, like, you know, bad writers, they just put stuff that's familiar with other people. Like so they typically use an astromech droid because everybody knows about R2D2.
Yeah, or
so
Chopper.
Right. So the fact that they used a boxer droid was cool. I'm like, oh, okay. So this is a droid that everybody who's a fan of it would know, but it's not one that they normally use in any of these types of stories.
Yeah, I think they got them from a junkyard or something like that. Season 1.
Okay.
Like a junk. They gave it to them or something for a mission that they did.
Yeah. And so Wrecker is carrying it around like a backpack.
And his back, yeah.
So he's running around with this giant box droid that's upside down, and he's fighting a giant tentacle monster in the dark. I was like, okay, that's interesting. So when they get out, there's like a river of slime or whatever the hell that stuff is next to thing, and they're fighting, shooting at the thing. So they jump on a piece of metal that's floating by, and they're surrounded. And as it looked like they're screwed, a light shines on them, and the kids are flying their ship. So they fly on top, and they drop down a bunch of lines so that they could pull them up to the ship. So as they jump on the lines, the monster reaches up and grabs the ship, and they're shooting at it. They drop a bomb in, because this is when you find out that it's a Sarlacc. Is that how you pronounce that? Sarlacc pit? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How they transported that damn thing to this planet, I don't know. Because I don't even know where the hell these things come. I always thought they were just on Tatooine. So maybe they brought it there to experiment on?
Yeah.
Why would you want to make something like that even more dangerous? I don't know. But
yeah.
They're like 5 rows of claw-like teeth. They drop a thermal detonator into its mouth. Doesn't do anything. They tell the kids to get the other explosives. They drop all the explosives into his mouth. And what I found was interesting was Wrecker, when he dropped his, he dropped it directly in the middle of his mouth, went straight down, hit nothing. When the kid did it, it bounced around as it was counting down, give you a little bit of tension. Bing, 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 bing. And then it rolls down the Sarlacc's stomach and blows up all the explosions on the inside like popcorn, which kills the thing and it lets it go. And then they find out as they're escaping that it doesn't tell them exactly where they went, but it gives them an idea where to go. And then they drop the kids off. They're gonna drop the kids off at another planet that they know of, like some island or something on some planet someplace.
Yeah, it was a planet that they feel safe at.
Okay, so and that's basically how it ends. So it's like, and
You don't have a little preview you could show Elton?
I got a I can show them the trailer or the final trailer, but I don't know if they have any previews of the episode. So they got a. So I'll show them the trailer.
Okie doke.
Okay.
If they were to just keep like that, those type of movie, they should have made it into a movie. I think it will do good in theaters.
Yeah, it's one of those things where.
But I don't think Disney's gonna listen.
No.
It is imperative that this facility remains secure.
Is this
Your brilliance.
Wait, this might be the wrong season.
A great asset.
No, that's the one.
Season
Okay.
3.
Oh yeah, because the Emperor did come. I forgot to tell you that the Emperor. You know, he doesn't come to the next thing. So
I thought that the end of the war mean an end to losing more of our brothers.
It looks bad, everything, the way it looks.
We can't just walk away.
Not every clone is your ally.
Crosshair.
Trust too easily.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't trust enough.
Omega's been waiting for us a long time. Our mission is not over yet. It's been a long time. They are coming for all of you. Everyone, down! Uh-oh.
Whatever is needed to accomplish this goal, you will have it.
I wasn't planning on killing you.
Does look pretty cool.
yeah, dude. It was the thing I like about it the most because one, I'm not the biggest fan of the animation for the Clone Wars because it's a little choppy. It's not as smooth as it could be, but that's just me. It's like it's one of those things where I did want to go to school to be an animator, so I kind of noticed stuff like that. But yeah, so it's like stuff that most people probably wouldn't notice. But other than that, yeah, dude, the story is pretty good.
You should have done Star Wars, man. You should have given your advice how to be make your Star Wars better.
If only life was that easy.
It's like it was good. So I enjoyed the third episode. I'm gonna probably watch it again, and then I'll watch the fourth episode, so that we can catch up. Elton, you should watch it.
Yeah,
So
I do
it's
plan to.
Yeah, it's a highly recommend thing.
Every Wednesday, every new episode on Wednesdays.
So, all right. I do think we should check out the Fallout series and what else is coming on. Because I know there's not too many movies that's coming out. So in terms of like TV show, pop culture type stuff, it's not a lot. Like I heard that the Shogun movie is pretty good. I mean, the TV show is pretty good.
Oh, the one on
Hulu?
FX?
Yeah.
FX and Hulu, yeah.
Right. So supposedly that's pretty good.
The Go Buster looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So we have some interesting things to check out this year. Oh, we are at the end of the episode. Do you guys have any final thoughts that you want to talk about?
Rest in peace, Mr. Akira Toriyama.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a tough loss.
Yeah, that's the thing about like the older you get, you get more and more of people dying of old age kind of thing. Not so much this was a kind of a freak thing.
Yeah.
But at some point, Morgan Freeman's going to be too old and he's just going to pass.
Denzel
And-
Washington.
Yeah. So I don't see anybody coming up that is going to replace these folks. At least, I don't know.
Someone will pop out. Someone will pop out.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be true.
I
So
don't know if they'll be as talented.
you never know.
Yeah. You never know.
We are going into an AI world. So yeah, we can't predict what the future is going to be because you can only predict it based off what you know. And the thing that I find the most interesting is when you go back and you read science fiction books from like the 50s and the 40s. It's like crazy. Is people still use like tape decks, and because that was advanced technology at the time, like putting a tape in something. So in their viewpoint, the future will be just better versions of that. So like rocket ships. So you can't really predict what the future is going to be. So
Be a
Ricky,
fun
you have
ride.
any final thoughts? Oh, say what? Say that again, Elton.
It'll be a fun ride.
Always is. So what you got there, Ricky?
Nothing. Just watch the. Have you watched the series of the Apple TV? The one I was talking about, the Masters of what they call Masters of the Air.
I keep saying that's another one that I need to check out.
Well,
Even
what do you guys watch then?
Huh?
Don't you
I look
guys
at a lot of YouTube.
Yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube.
I watch a lot of YouTube, and no, it's like a lot of YouTube, and it's a lot of
YouTube people complaining, huh?
yeah,
It's actually pretty entertaining for some reason. At least for me.
Yeah.
Well, check it out. It's Master of the what's it called? Masters of the Air. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's the first season.
Yeah. So
Especially if
All
you like World War II bombers fighting against the Nazis, stuff like that. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Wish I had
All
Apple
right.
Plus.
Well, to everyone out there who watches this later, please like, share, and subscribe, and add your own thoughts to our discussion today. So, later.
Deuces.
Peace out.